46 exclusive CSI Atlanta investigates one of the city's most infamous cold cases. Who killed Diane Shields?
It is a case detectives have struggled to crack for 52 years, but new evidence could be the break needed to catch the killer. Anchor Karen Greer has more.
After years of endless tips and dead ends, CBS 46's crime scene investigator Cheryl McCullum says she's one step closer to finding Diane Shields' killer.
It's potentially a break.
In 1967, the 22-year-old receptionist was found strangled and beaten beyond recognition, crammed inside the trunk of her own car.
Her fiance literally had to identify her by the engagement ring and the dress she was wearing.
Shields' death is woven into the fabric of Atlanta's dark folklore. A pretty young blonde, engaged to be married, last seen leaving work in her Chevy Impala, but she never made it home.
All the men wanted her, and all the women wanted to be her.
Her murder happened just 18 months after Atlanta's most notorious missing persons case, Mary Shotwell Little. In 1965, Little, a bank secretary, vanished into the night outside Lenox Square, which was then a small open-air shopping center. Her last goodbye was to a friend following dinner and shopping. Little's car was later found with blood smears on the front seats.
Mary Shotwell Little is literally the largest manhunt in Atlanta history. Her case file was larger with the FBI than the assassination of Bobby Kennedy. So just let that marinate for a minute.
Although the women never met, they're connected by coincidence and immortalized in conspiracy theories revolving around sex scandals and hits by the lesbian mafia. After Little disappeared, Shields took her secretary job at CNS Bank, even sitting at Little's old desk and rooming with her former roommates.
Absolutely.
Now, 52 years later, Mac is convinced the alleged killer is hiding in plain sight right here in Metro Atlanta.
I feel very confident he wants to tell it. I think he's been waiting to tell it. I think that's why he keeps contacting people.
Evidence from both cases has mysteriously disappeared, but CBS 46 has exclusive access to hundreds of pages in the Shields case. Tonight on CBS 46 News at 11, the clues the CSI Atlanta investigators have uncovered that could crack both cases. For CSI Atlanta, I'm Karen Greer.
You can follow this case on our CSI Atlanta podcast. You can learn about this case and others just like it on the podcast. It's free to download on Apple, Google, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Stitcher.